interesting. Hopefully we can win this, right?
Get ready for a divisional round rematch in week 1. It's the Browns and Chiefs. And it's
That's some good yards right there already. Okay.
The Chiefs offense
We're
now
going
ready
for
to
the
go to work for the
pass.
first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Let's go, Tyreek. Even though he's not on the Chiefs anymore, but like,
Extra
I
point
need
by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be
I did not mean to kick it that high. Anyways.
For the first time, here comes the Cleveland Browns offense. Quarterbacked by Baker Mayfield, fourth-year man from Oklahoma. And this drive in the air.
Oh wow.
Complete. Charles already trailing by touchdown
That's
early.
crazy.
How imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be
They got so lucky. They got so lucky.
Catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
There's the stiff arm. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Mayfield. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. A nice throw there by Mayfield. A guy who really reemerged as the season and later the playoffs went on last year. What are defenses trying to do against him?
Well, the first thing defense want to do is use his emotion against him because he's such a passionate player. And sometimes he comes up really hyped up, and the ball might sail a little bit early. But as the game settles in, the next part is make sure you chip away at his timing, put the pressure on him so maybe his feet don't get quite set, and then he's not able to be as accurate as he normally is.
And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Mayfield now from the 50. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 41. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Mayfield now. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. From the 16, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm the defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The football going back over down to the Cleveland Browns. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Fighting his way through contact. Eyes on the end zone.
We were so close, dude. So close.
He's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay him.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone.
Literally so close at getting that. There we go. Yeah. Let's go. Too easy.
Second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener.
I would for the fake if you're curious.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end.
No!
The point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Now after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on.
I don't know how, but I just keep getting it on point.
This take it in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
I gotta. Oh,
you're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful
let's
not being
substitute.
too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Mayfield. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
It's almost halftime. So, yeah.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on the punt.
So we are rolling
Deep for
right
Kansas City.
now.
They send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 20. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
And if you were wondering, no, I'm not playing a rookie. I'm playing on pro.
Reference to the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now.
Come on. Let's go. Swagger. If that was the swagger. Yes, sir.
76 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter.
In the field goal.
That's
crazy.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Hill on the return. And now off to the races down the right side. And he wins.
Let's go again.
That punt return 69.
Dude, that's crazy. We are freaking.
Here in this first half.
I have gotten 100 points plus in a game before. So yeah.
That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Alright, let's go for the field goal.
In this game, this lead just gets bigger.
And of course we hit that. Let's go. It's almost halftime. 35 seconds. So I need to make these games longer.
Showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Browns drive about to get started. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. So we've reached halftime here on.
It's halftime. Let's go. I'm not gonna talk during halftime. So yeah.
Halftime report, Coach.
All right, Brandon. Thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We begin up in East Rutherford, the season opener, pitting Denver against Big Blue. And late in the first half, it's the Broncos who are out on top. Melvin Gordon has a touchdown there. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Devontae Adams, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington football team at home at FedEx Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. Justin Herbert with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Browns. And they will need...
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Browns drive about to get started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw into the hands of Hooper. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this returnable for Hill. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players' spotlight. And we have seen him to this point with 4 touchdowns. We get a glance at his work. It's been good work.
Oh, it's been excellent work, and it's made so much better by
All right, here we go.
10, and if they score on this drive,
Let's do
we have
this.
to start digging in our second half blowout material. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
Yes, sir. They can't stop me. They can't stop me, yo.
Touchdown, Kansas City. if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's
I'm
as
gonna
good
fake it right here.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. Shoves him aside. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mayfield on first down. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. Second down and 8. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing just outside his own goal line. Now Hill to return it. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a do-it-all back, and he did plenty on that run. And as a rookie, 803 yards rushing for the season, and Kansas City may look to up his workload a little bit in year 2. The last pick of the 1st round in 2020, he more than justified that selection with his ability to run the football and catch it out of the backfield.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space. Taken down right at the 10. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And that'll be caught. Touchdown.
Let's go. We did it again, dude. They are not winning. The Browns are not winning.
So this looking more and more.
We own this place, dude. We own this. Let's go.
And pardon me, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant.
We are coming close to the end of the third quarter.
How do we stop them?
Fast already.
Confidence to make a play.
Like, we've been recording for like 25 minutes.
From the 22, Mayfield.
Crazy.
That is taken down. A cheap sack.
Alright, I promise these games are gonna get longer. Trust me.
Takes him down for a loss of
We are at the end of the third quarter right there. There we go.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. The Browns on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And he gets
The
this
first time.
to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to
Dude,
keep the
oh,
drive
I'm
going.
not gonna make that
5 yards,
61.
not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
No, not.
He wants to throw it here. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
Are you
and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted.
Dude,
Johnson with the INT, and the Browns
it's alright. I mean, we're still winning. We have like 4 minutes left of the game.
to get started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Okay. I'm gonna accept it.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
He got so lucky right there. Like,
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch.
okay, why are we getting so many injuries? Like,
their ability to move
dude.
is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off,
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Jaron Reed able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. field in this Browns offense, staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Taco Charlton picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Watch out for Hill on the return. An excellent return that time, 26 yards.
It's not looking good for the Browns. And like, come on, I'm not gonna score 50 points in freaking 2 minutes.
A shotgun snap. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to
sold that.
Behind the line, and that is
I just sold.
So the Chiefs in
I
possession
just sold right there.
welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. To 25.
Bro, like,
use a stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
easy. Literally easy. Like, you take no L's in this field. No L's.
Seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right.
And Mayfield,
Let's go. No L's. No L's up in this field. We take no L's here.
At the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Yet another mistake after the interception.
If we take a L, it's gonna be not in this field. I know that.
It certainly can.
Woo.
And also what happens when you get this big
Got
of a
that
deficit, you're
interception.
supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Not totally home free,
right,
but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire.
They left it wide open. Wide open.
63 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
There's a nice move. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So this one in the win column.
And that's the end of the game. That's crazy. That was literally the first week. first game of the season, and we did it, which is crazy. But hey, we did it, right? So yeah, it only took us like 35 minutes, but hey.
Impressive victory.
And this is probably, I don't know when this is gonna be up. Like, if you're seeing this, it's probably like 11, like 11 for you, like 11 p.m. Cause I'm currently recording right now, and it's 10:20. So yeah. Well, that's the end of the video. So yeah, tomorrow we'll probably be back with week 2. So yeah, bye.